what's left here in the city. Was actually supposed to be on a bus right now. Very unusual traveling around this region. The bus got delayed. So it's not until 5 and it was supposed to be at 12. Which means we can explore the city a tiny bit. Over here, there are something on the map from the top. Looks very interesting. Let's go over there and see what it is. First we have to find our way to the other side here. It's so hard to tell sometimes if you're allowed to walk or not. I'll just walk and then see. So beautiful here with all the paintings on the wall all the way through here. It's crazy with the traffic. Try and see how many people that don't look when they go out in the traffic here. Oh, it's green. It's a nice little area here with a beautiful cafe and then huge building here. It looks like it's apartments, all of this. Here it is. It's actually way closer than I thought it was. I'm not quite sure what's the point of this other than decoration. It actually looks really cool from the top, this, but it looks a little bit funky from here, right? It's a little bit funny. I just thought about it. When you look here around, like you don't think you're in Asia. This could be anywhere in the world. So Grand Marina, that must be the whole area here where they're developing. They are still constructing this one and then a few buildings that way, same size as this one. And there everything is done. It's a super pretty little park here. And then for some reason, I don't know if it's the lack of buildings around or they put some asphalt that's not that noisy, but the traffic noise here is actually not that bad. And then it looks like there is a Ferris wheel back there. I would say, sorry for the wind, it's super windy here. I'd say the more I look at this, the more I actually like it. In some kind of way it looks really nice. It would make more sense if they covered up the holes with some kind of glass with some UV protection in so you can sit under them, right? And chill. But I actually kind of like them now. Now let's go this way around and then see if we can find something else. It could be a little bit funny to go over there and see if we can get under the bridge part here, whatever it is. We can do it. Otherwise we don't have enough time, I think. Let's see if we can find something under that main road there. It's a super nice area here. They have tennis courts and everything here. I actually thought there was a road here, but it's a river, so we can't go there. That's gonna be next time we're in this city. Oh no, somebody lost his teddy bear there. There's a whole lot of like greenery floating around, more than trash luckily. And look at the skyline over here. Wonder if there is apartments on top there and how much they must be. They must be super expensive for what it is, but incredible view up there. Like I don't think I've seen anything this tall since I was in New York. Like it's so tall. We actually ended up getting kicked out of that area. Which is a little bit funny because when I walked in there was like this, it's not a gate, but there was this guard thing. I was actually thinking when I walked in, especially with the camera, that he would say anything, but he didn't. And we walked around there, the big area with all the funny metal trees. There was also a few guards there, nobody said anything. And then I walked around there with the lake and then a guard came running. And he was just like, oh, sorry, where are you going? I said, I'm just going around there and then back into the city. And then he was like, just a second. And then on his phone, translated from Vietnamese to English. And it was a private area. It's just so funny that none of the other ones didn't say anything. Anyways, he was very friendly and I just said, gonna walk back out the way I came. Really nice little area. It's a shame we couldn't go all the way down to the river and along the river. That was actually my plan. That's how it is sometimes, especially with a big camera. They don't like that. I think we're gonna walk to the bridge there and see if we can find anything there. without getting kicked out again. When we were walking past the bridge before, I saw there was a staircase. I'm not quite sure if we will be able to walk up on the bridge, or is it just like an emergency thing? But I guess we will find out now. The amount of scooters in this city is crazy. I think it's the most scooters we've seen in any city we've been in so far. I talked a little bit about it in one of the other videos also, but the scooters here, they have like 2 settings to the throttle. It's off or full gas. I spoke with one of the locals yesterday and he said, you should just walk, they will stop or get around you. I would say that's easier said than done, especially with the camera. When I'm walking around and sometimes people go very, very close, I'm mostly worried about the camera because it's a little bit fragile, because it is like a cheap plastic kind of camera. If I had like a red aluminium box, it wouldn't be that bad, but I just don't want anybody to bump into my camera by accident and then destroying it. I would say, however, because sometimes you need to just walk. It is mainly true that people are going around you, but it's so scary, especially when they're going this fast. I don't even know why they put on the white paint at the crosswalk, because there's no respect at all. And that's so funny, because general in this city so far, everybody has been so nice and so kind and so respectful. But as soon as they're on a scooter or in a car, all of that respect is gone. Like, this is the craziest traffic, especially because of these scooters going so fast. I hope we're gonna get used to it doing this 1.5 months we're here. Now let's see if we can get onto the bridge. It's a super nice view from down here of the bridge. How massive it is. It actually looks like we will be able to walk on top of it. Yeah, I want to try and go to the other side here because of the direction of the sun. Let's see if somebody yells at us when we walk up here. Again, super cool here, everything new, and then this old little bay area here. Okay, we got all the way up here. There is actually a sidewalk here, that's crazy. Really great view of the skyline. That was the big tower we talked about before. And right over there, that was where we got kicked out. My plan was to walk this way around here and then back up here. It looks like we didn't miss out on much though. They're really massive, these buildings here. This is really an Asian thing also. Somebody parked their scooter to take a photo in the middle of this bridge here. If you did that in Europe, people will shoot you. So here we have all these tall buildings, but back there also even more of those. I actually don't know how many people are living in this city. I guess I will just put the number on the screen. But it is a huge city, this one. I would say it's a really solid bridge. You don't feel anything, even though the trucks or something like that runs past you. I guess it's some kind of New Year's thing going on here. And it actually doesn't really look like we can get in there, but I don't think there's anything to see anyways right now. We're gonna go back to the other side because there's nothing here to see on this side of the bridge. Oh, there are. I looked on the map, but it's a half an hour walk there, which means 1 hour of walking if we're gonna go back again. And we only have an hour and 20 minutes until I need to pick up my suitcase and all that stuff. And we made it to the other side again. It's actually really beautiful the way it curves, also in person. And also on this side here, under here, like it's very organic the way everything is with the bridge, which is super beautiful. And look here, we have a little floaty island with plants and all kinds of trash. And it's actually impressive with some of all the bigger pieces. Like, where do they come from? I guess it's something people throw around in the city, and then it kind of, the wind takes it out here. But it's so sad to see. We have a few guys fishing out here. If you look at this building here and you Google the Black Diamond Copenhagen, which is a library in Copenhagen, especially from this angle over here, they look quite much alike. I think this one is a parking lot though. We actually have to go to the other side, so we can go this way around and back. As I said earlier, these ones are not really for anything. I just saw somebody walk the other way, right over here, without even looking, some of the locals. I had hoped there was some kind of traffic light here. I don't really feel like going out there in a full lane when they're going this fast all the time, and there's no pauses to this. Wonder if I should go a little bit further. Like, it seems a little too much right now to try and walk over there. Like, if there just was a little bit of a gap every now and then, but there's no gaps. Like, you have to walk through the traffic like this. Just realized there is actually a traffic light here. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Perfect. This is actually the half roundabout we were in the other day with that guy from the 1300. And there's a huge pool here. It doesn't look that clean, but super beautiful in general here again. Okay, next problem. We need to get to the other side here. Since it curves like this, it's really hard to see the traffic that's coming this way. We managed to do it. I just, like, at some point saw a tiny little gap and then just start running. Try and take a look at this red car here. It's so cool. There's not a lot. Everything looks completely homemade. There's no windows, no nothing. I picked up a little bit of food for the bus ride, and then now I got to this little restaurant here. It's like a street kitchen, but it is indoor. It's really, really nice in here. I ordered a chicken noodle soup, $1.50. It looks pretty nice. Something I always do when I have a soup is, as soon as it arrives, I take the cutlery and put it into the soup to sanitize the cutlery while the soup is still relatively warm. At least that's what I'm thinking and hoping that I'm doing. Because it's better than wait until the soup is cold. I will eat this, pick up the suitcase, and then we'll see each other at the bus stop. Then we have to figure out, it is a long story. I'm going to tell you about it later. We made it to the bus stop, bus station, bus company, probably bus company. I just went to the other side. There's a park with benches here. It was full of people over there waiting for a taxi. So I thought I could just go over here. So the whole thing about that bus thing, there is a website here in Cambodia, here in Vietnam. And I purchased a ticket, and then after a bit, the company texted me, "Oh, would you mind going on the bus at 5? In that sense, it was a question. Could you do it? And I just said, I would not be that happy about going like 5 hours later. And then back and forth, and then they said, but the bus at 12 is not there. Like, why just say it? That's so funny. Sometimes people try to be that polite that it's kind of getting in the way. Just say, we're so sorry, the bus at 12 is cancelled, but we have another solution for you at 5. I ended up texting back and forth with them a lot, both with a new schedule, and then they kept saying a different city than where I'm going to. And I was like, this is not what it said. And then they said, this is your booking. And then I took a screenshot of the website and said, this is what it says on the website. It says the city. And then they were like, oh, it's the same thing. So, okay, I just want to make sure everything is fine. Then they sent me the new ticket for 5 o'clock, and then the location on that ticket was something else. And I Googled it, and it was like 25 kilometers from where I'm going. I texted them back, will you please send me the exact location where I'll be dropped off? Because what is on that ticket right now It's 25 kilometers away. Then they again said, but your booking says this. And then I sent them again the screenshot on the website saying, this is what it says on the website. This is what I bought. I don't care about what the booking says. If there's some kind of error in your system, that's your problem, not my problem. Then I told them, I can change the place that I'm staying, but it will cost me a little bit of money, so you need to give me like some kind of discount or a coupon code on $10 or something like that. And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, could you send us the location where you want to be dropped off? So I sent them the location of where I'm staying and just said to them as close as possible to this place. And then they were like, oh, we're just gonna drop you off there. But again, this is the website that probably had some kind of communication with the bus company. But I just have to make sure before getting onto that bus that they know that I have to be dropped off, and that's it. It's on the way, and there's probably a stop anyways. I just want to make sure that that's a thing. That's not going to be the case. We're just going to go to the next city. I'll rebook my booking, and then we'll stay there. It's not that big of a deal. I just need to make sure that everything is fine. Made it onto the bus. The seat is really comfy. The only thing is I have all my stuff, my backpack and the camera, so there's not a lot of space for me here. But if you don't have anything, this is gonna be amazing. Probably gonna see if I can find a way to be comfy. I think I can have my feet on top of my backpack in here. There's like a TV and everything in here. So yeah, this is how it looks. This is how it looks for me. A little TV, and then it's the layout with a bunk, and 2 floors, which is really nice if you are small or don't have a lot of stuff. And then I think we have a YouTube couple there. It comes with a water and some sanitizers also. Lights. Let's see if we're lucky we can get some of the sunset over the building here. It looks so beautiful before. I think it's a little bit too late for it to still be beautiful. Oh, we got a tiny bit of it there. It was insane the amount of scooters that was on the way in that minivan to where we had to switch to the bus here. I think in theory we're already 1 hour delayed. Okay. I think people want to rest, so I'm gonna shut up and then see where we're there. We made it. That was the most easy and nicest bus ride ever. At some point I was just thinking, the roads are not bumpy. This is like a ride through Europe. That was crazy. I don't know if it's gonna be like this all the way up to the northern part, but if it is, it's gonna be very comfy rides. Also felt like the time really went fast. And the phone reception worked all the time. It's so confusing. We're at the bus terminal now. The hotel is like 15 minutes walk from here. So I said to them, I'm just gonna walk, but they kind of insisted on driving me there. So I guess I'm just gonna do that because they are so kind. We checked in and I got myself some food right here around the corner, and the whole restaurant stopped talking when I walked in, and everybody looked at me as I was from another planet. We'll see how many foreigners are in this city. Especially in that restaurant, that was not the case normally, I think, because it was quite a funny reaction. Looking forward to exploring this city tomorrow. We're nearby the water again, so we're gonna go to the ocean and walk around there, that's for sure. It's a funny little thing with the hotel I'm staying at. It's an actual hotel, but I'm staying in a little hostel kind of room. And I was looking at it, that it seems a little bit weird this hotel have this option also. What I think happened is they had this one room downstairs and they didn't know what to do with it. And somebody from the staff has said, let's just make a little hostel in there. There are 6 bunks and I think that's everything there in this hotel. It's kind of amazing. It was super cheap, which we really like. I think it was around $12 for 3 nights. $12 for 3 nights. The food I just ate, which was a little bit expensive, but it was the one that looked the cheapest around here. Plus I was super hungry. It was about $5. So that's almost half what I paid for 3 nights over there. I think that's it for this video. And tomorrow we're gonna walk around here and then see what it's all about. I'm looking so much forward to that. I'm gonna go in, take a shower, go to bed, and then we're ready for tomorrow. See you there.